Women literally make it their lifetime goal to get pregnant by a professional athlete. She has a fucking $ tatted with a ring finger gold, letting you know she's married to the fucking money.
I think she's like, the world's trying to look at me as some big gold digger. I didn't really even choose him. He chose me.
No, she jumped online, made him look like a fucking fool to the world when she was supposed to just be sitting back, shutting the fuck up and supporting him. Apparently, before she got with bro, she had an OnlyFans. On top of all of these red flags, she had an OnlyFans.
You don't know what she wakes up to every day, and to even assume that and make a judgment off of not knowing.
Travis Hunter could be staring down bankruptcy before his NFL dreams even get off the ground. Word is, his wife, Leanna Lenny, is gunning for a jaw-dropping $40 million in their divorce, almost the exact size of his massive $46 million rookie deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sure, he's sitting on a $30 million signing bonus, but that kind of payout request could drain even the fattest bank account. Now the big question is, could this split leave him completely cleaned out? The gossip machine went into overdrive when Leanna dropped a tear-filled video right in the middle of an online storm aimed at her. She didn't say why she was crying, but the timing had people connecting the dots instantly. From there, the internet started dissecting every detail of their relationship like detectives on a hot case. And here's where it gets even more eyebrow-raising. Their wedding didn't even go down in Georgia, Florida, or anywhere tied to their story. Nope, they tied the knot somewhere totally off the map from their personal history, and now folks are wondering why. Leanna chose Chattanooga, Tennessee, and at first, she told Travis it was all about the perfect venue. But here's the twist that's got everyone buzzing. Tennessee is one of the rare states where alimony can be awarded with zero minimum marriage length. Clips are flying around online, breaking down exactly how Tennessee's marriage laws could flip this divorce into a jackpot. Basically, a spouse could walk straight from the altar to the courthouse and still cash out big. Now here's where it really stings. Travis didn't sign a prenup, not even after lawyers, former NFL pros, and influencers offered to hook him up with one for free. That's why people are calling this move the most expensive yes he'll ever say. And just when you think it can't get more suspicious, the next red flag was sparkling right there on her finger. Fans swear this was the first clue to her real priorities. Right after that eyebrow-raising Tennessee wedding choice, all eyes zoomed in on Leanna's hand, and what they saw set social media on fire. She's got a tattoo on her ring finger, a bold $. Some tried to brush it off, saying it was just about her love for Lil Wayne. But for plenty of others, it looked like a loud, flashing reminder that she was married to the money first.
Travis Hunter is cooked. NFL training camp hasn't even started yet, and she's already building her case to get that bag and get out of there. This is all-time diabolical behavior, but this is what we were warning him about from the start. He didn't listen, and now there's no sympathy from anyone. That's why the odds have been up on Stadium Live for them to break up before the season starts. Tap in before it's too late.
Let's do it!
And Travis second. One user even dropped the comment, "Bro's cooked and he doesn't even know it." And honestly, can anyone call that just a coincidence? That theory didn't appear out of nowhere either. This isn't the first time she's given people reason to question her motives. Back in 2022, during a joint interview with Travis, Leanna flat out admitted he wasn't her type. At first, she wasn't talking about looks. She doubled down, saying it was because he was younger and had cheated on a girlfriend before. And nope, she wasn't cracking a joke. Here's exactly how she put it. The next moments that had fans giving her the serious side-eye went down in full public view. And yes, the cameras caught everything. It all kicked off right after that "not my type" clip started making the rounds again. People dug up one of the most viral moments in their relationship, and it was brutal. Heisman night, one of the biggest nights of Travis's college career. He was up for one of football's top honors. The whole room jumped to their feet cheering, except Leanna. She stayed planted in her seat until Coach Deion Sanders literally nudged her to stand. That tiny clip is now Exhibit A in the court of public opinion, and it only took those few seconds for Twitter to explode with red flag posts. But the buzz didn't even have time to cool off. Less than 48 hours later, another clip dropped, this time from an Adidas event. While Travis was out mingling with fans, Leanna looked visibly irritated. Then she dropped the line, "What do you want me to do? I'll just sit here." And she wasn't whispering. It was loud enough for the cameras to pick up clear as day. The internet stitched both clips together side by side, and the reaction was savage. People said it wasn't just her staying seated or looking annoyed, it was the vibe. Like she was mentally checked out when most partners would be hyping their spouse like crazy. Later, Leanna claimed she stayed seated at the Heisman because she didn't want to be in the shot.
The Cleveland Browns have traded the second pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And with the second pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter.
Yes, sir! Baby, let's go!
She later claimed she didn't know where to stand at the Adidas event, but the internet wasn't buying it. And just when things were already looking messy, people dug up another story that pushed the pattern talk even further. This one came straight from Leanna's own mouth. In a resurfaced clip, she's laughing while telling how Travis used to drive her to parties, then sit in the car for hours while she was inside having fun. When she was done, he'd pick her up like a chauffeur. She even bragged that he never complained or tried to stop her from drinking, even though he doesn't touch alcohol himself. And here's the kicker. This wasn't gossip or some shady rumor. She said it on camera, smiling like it was the cutest thing ever. That clip got paired with videos of her dancing and partying with friends, fueling the theory that she seemed way more into her own social life than being part of Travis's world. That's when the warnings really started stacking up, and not just from random fans online. NFL vets and even comedians were stepping in publicly, telling Travis to protect himself before it was too late. When that party story began making the rounds, the advice started hitting from people who'd actually lived through the same kind of drama. Coach Deion Sanders, who knows a thing or two about messy public breakups, didn't even try to hide his concern. On camera, he flat out said Travis needed a prenup. Then comedian Godfrey jumped in and went straight for the jugular. He claimed Leanna only showed real interest once she found out what Travis could become in the league. And to him, that he wasn't my type confession, he called it the biggest red flag in the whole saga. Here's exactly how he broke it down. Former NFL wide receiver Dez Bryant didn't sugarcoat a thing. He told Travis point blank, "She loves the attention way more than you. She thinks she's your equal. There's a woman out there who will make your life easy and respect you. She's just a headache." Then Bow Wow jumped in, and his warning went viral for all the wrong reasons. No cryptic hints, no dancing around it. He flat out called her out for publicly thirsting over other men and told Travis to wake up. And these weren't random trolls or jealous haters talking. These were veterans who had already learned their lessons the hard way, trying to keep him from stepping into the same trap.
So caught up in being in love with this, bro. I don't even think this woman really loved you like that, bro. You gotta watch the signs, man. That woman said you wasn't even her type. If a woman tell me she not my type but end up with me, then what's keeping you here? What's keeping you here then? If I'm not your type, that means you going off looks. So what's keeping you here? You gotta ask, but you young though, but you gotta ask yourself some questions.
But Travis, instead of listening, he clapped back, just like he did with fans and with Godfrey. He fired off in the comments, "You know her? Number. So don't speak on my relationship. You old as hell. Move on with your life." When Dez Bryant's warning went viral, Travis didn't respond directly, but his other posts made it crystal clear. He wasn't letting anyone's advice get through. He even jumped in to defend that $sign tattoo. The one people swore was basically a walking prenup loophole. Travis insisted it had nothing to do with money, saying it was just because Leanna liked Lil Wayne. But by then, his explanations weren't calming a thing down. If anything, they were giving the internet even more to chew on. While he was busy firing back at every critic, the biggest red flag was still sitting right there in plain sight. The state where they tied the knot, and how its laws could make that $40 million payout a reality. By May 2025, Travis had heard every warning possible and ignored them all. He went all in, walking down the aisle with Leanna, but instead of shutting the critics up, the wedding only gave them more ammo. One clip from the reception had fans convinced she actually dodged a kiss from him. people pointed out that not a single photo or video showed a clear kiss between them during the celebration. Here's the exact moment they mean. Then came the gift reveal. And it should have been the big romantic moment. Travis went all out, surprising Leanna with a brand new Mercedes G-Wagon, a jaw-dropping $500,000 wedding gift. Most brides would have screamed, cried, maybe even tackled him with a hug. But her reaction? Ice cold.
There you go.
What's she gonna do now?
Yep.
Ready?
You ready?
Yeah, y'all count down from 3.
3, 2, 1.
Detached, almost bored. When Travis handed over the keys, all she gave was a flat, "Come on, let's do woo." That was it. $500,000, and she sounded like she'd just been handed a grocery coupon. After the wedding, things got even stranger. Instead of riding that newlywed high like most public couples, they straight up vanished. The same couple that built their brand on sharing every milestone suddenly shut off comments on all their social media and stopped posting about each other completely. To some, it looked like they were just protecting their peace. But to others, especially the ones already side-eyeing the marriage, it felt like they were hiding something big. That's when people started pulling every old clip, every awkward moment, stacking them up as proof this wasn't built to last. The silence didn't slow down the rumors, it poured gasoline on them. With nothing new to post, all those same red flags we talked about earlier came roaring back on TikTok and Reddit.
The first thing that ever stood out to me about Travis was that he never tried to change me at all. So like I said, I met him in college. He was in high school, and I obviously I was in the middle of outgrowing partying, but I still partied a lot. And I don't know if y'all know this, but he doesn't drink at all. Like, even though he's legal to drink, he doesn't drink. And I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila in my veins. So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink. And I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside partying, and then take a.
Well, this is embarrassing. Travis Hunter has deactivated his IG, and guess why? One of y'all put out some footage of his lady, his fiance, at a Halloween party twerking on another guy. I'm gonna put my body right here because I know how TikTok likes to get, but y'all get the point of what was going on. Now, as y'all know, he's been defending her left and right ever since that game, his last college game. And then he defended her actions Heisman weekend, and then y'all put out footage of her in a music video with another dude from 3 years ago, even though they've been together for 5.
Keeping their names trending for all the wrong reasons. Then just as the noise started to fade, Leanna jumped right back into the spotlight. She dropped a video of herself crying. No caption, no explanation, just full-on tears. And it wasn't just bad timing, it was suspicious timing. Within hours, the comments were packed with people predicting a divorce.
Let me play all up. Damn, same text, too. Eater! Ain't no way. 3 years ago, they've been together 5 years. That's that same tag. Yeah, my boy in that bitch putting her to work. Ain't no way.
This is what we was concerned about. Travis. This is what we was talking about right here, brother. You haven't even played your first snap yet, and she already has gone online to show people she's not happy. We don't even know what she's not happy about. We just know she's online crying, so we assuming it got something to do with you, G. And y'all ain't been married 2 months. This does not look good. This does not look good.
Why? Because that video lined up perfectly with one number everyone's been whispering about. A number that, if the rumors are true, could make this one of the most expensive rookie divorces in NFL history. If you've been hooked on this drama, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and share this with a friend who follows the tea. I'll catch you in the next one.